lake back in April. Now,
All right, you guys. I just seen this article, right? And I wanted to, I've got it paused, but I wanted to share it with you guys. And this is on Fox 4 News. Why? I cannot understand for the life of me. I mean, I know why, but it's like, what the fuck is going
For real,
on?
man. What the fuck?
It's giving God wants us to separate ourselves. That's what it's giving.
For real.
It
It's
is
time.
giving that. Y'all gotta wake the fuck up, seriously. Excuse my language, but y'all really gotta wake up. Listen to this and how eerily strange and familiar it is to current situations that just recently happened. And here it is, it's happened again with the same scenario. And when I play it, you're going to see why I say that. Okay, so let's play.
We have a major break tonight to tell you about in the death of a North Texas teen. It was supposed to be a fun day of fishing for 3 young men at Lake Ray Hubbard. Instead, it turned deadly after the group jumped in to swim, and 18-year-old Daniel Irving never resurfaced. Now, months later, police have arrested a 19-year-old.
You guys, look at this shit. Look at this young black boy. This young black teenager. Look at this shit. They done went somewhere to go fishing or whatever the hell have you, near a body of water. You know, let me tell you something about a body of water, right?
And it was raining when that happened to Carmelo
And
Anthony.
stop thinking all black people can't swim. I can swim. I actually had to teach myself.
I can swim
It was
very
a beautiful
well.
experience. I actually documented, like, you know, kind of like journal. It was incredible. I was so proud of myself
I felt
after
so
that. And that's a
powerful.
moment I always think back to encourage myself in other areas of my life, because it was that amazing.
It was so
You
amazing.
can't even imagine how amazing it felt that I did that. But that's a story for another day. Stop thinking we all can't swim. That's for one.
Very inaccurate.
A body of water, right? When I think of that, right, I think of how they literally drowned a whole town and put a lake over us,
They destroyed it
In
and
Central
covered it up
Park.
with a body of water.
right? Seneca Village,
Destroyed and covered
Another
up with a
one would
body
be
of water.
Lake Lanier.
Also
These
destroyed and covered up with a
motherfuckers
body
got
of
a
water.
thing for,
Bodies
which is
of
crazy
water.
because, you know, I'm Christian Baptist, but
The water is significant.
the whole thing with even Oshun, you know, which is a god of bodies of water, but
No, it's an African deity
it's an African
of
deity.
water.
I don't want to
There's
get too
only
deep
one
into
God.
that, but it's real deep like that. You
Deep
know what I'm
as the
saying?
ocean.
How they feel like, you know, if we get them around this water, we can get rid of them, and nobody will be the wiser. Because why? They can't swim, we can. Plenty of us can. A lot of us can't, because we haven't grown up around bodies of water where we can easily access. You know, a lot of us in the city, especially from the city, you know, don't necessarily go to city pools, or and if we did, right, they have city pools and stuff like that available. Nobody really has a pool in their backyard. Some people do, some people don't. But swimming in a pool and swimming in a body of water, like out on the ocean, or and with this a lot of motion, a lot of movement, a lot of you know, and or a lake. Not even just a lake, like a river.
They had a thing
you know,
with swamps
with
too. Never
the water
forget.
is constantly in motion. It's constantly flowing. You know, and so you have to be a good, strong swimmer to be able to deal with currents and rip currents that may possibly happen. You're going to the beach. People have, you know, gone out and can't get back because of a rip current or whatever the case. So you have to be a very strong, very mindful swimmer. You know what I'm saying?
And if you don't know how to
I
swim,
feel
you
like
better
they
learn.
think like, oh yeah, because we travel a lot with our families and we know the water, we da 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 da. It could happen, but the it's the sentiment of thinking that let's get them around this body of water and we'll do whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what it seems like to me. Now let's finish listening to this because this is really fucking deep.
19-year-old, they say, tried to cover up and hide what actually happened that day. Fox 4's Alex Boyer picks up
And
our
this
top
is
story
Lucas. This is
from
the guy
there.
that
According to Dallas police, text messages prove that the victim and suspect knew each other and had made plans to meet up and go to a lake back in April. Now, the victim, Daniel Irving, never came home. His mom reported him missing. It wasn't until nearly 3 months after his body was recovered that police have made an arrest in connection to the case.
well,
19-year-old Lucas Roper is accused of tampering with evidence in death of 18-year-old Daniel Irving in
hold on,
Lake
you
Ray
guys.
Hubbard.
Hold on, you guys. Hold on. I
Look
had to
at this
rewind
shit.
it back.
Look at this
Okay.
shit.
We're going to let it play through again, and I'm not going to touch it because I need you guys to see what this other teenager looked like that tampered with evidence. It's giving Nolan Wells.
It's giving Nolan
it's
Wells.
giving
child.
Nolan Wells' case to cover up what may have really happened to Daniel. And didn't I just say I'm a Christian Baptist? And it said this guy's name is Daniel.
And had a
and
cross
this body
on his
of
neck.
water. This is
My
this
God,
is,
today.
Yo, it is not only spiritual warfare, psychological warfare going on, but also hunting.
They are hunting, I think.
I'm not going to say this to you guys again, but if somebody's hunting, you need to hunt back or know how to, let me tell you something. You're going to play around in them woods. You better learn them well. You better you better learn how to use a compass. And I'm not talking about on your goddamn phone. Learn how to use a map. Know how to get out, follow a trail to get out of them woods. Know exactly where
You better
where there's
pick up an atlas,
cut
a
off on
world
cliff
atlas
or
as
anything.
well.
Y'all better get it the fuck together. And I'm talking about black people, period. If you're gonna go out there, you better know how to move around.
You better
out
know
there
how to get
to
where
save
you're
your own
going,
life.
how to get up out of the woods, all
Okay?
of that.
And stop easily trusting these motherfuckers because they've proven that they're untrustworthy. Our whole damn lives.
And proving that they're dangerous.
That's it. I'm sorry. But let me continue.
Irving in Lake Ray Hubbard back in April. Irving's body was discovered on April 17th, 4 days after he is believed to have drowned. Irving had reportedly gone to the
Hold
lake
on, I
with
gotta go
Roper
back a
and
little bit.
juvenile believed to have drowned. April 17-year-old Daniel Irving in tampering with evidence.
Would
in
you just
connection
go
to-
back?
Here we
God
go.
damn.
I think we here.
With evidence in connection to the drowning death, tampering with evidence in connection
Come
to the
on,
drowning
man.
Girl, come on now.
19-year-old Lucas Roper is accused of tampering with evidence in connection to the drowning death of 18-year-old Daniel Irving in Lake Ray
Ain't
Hubbard
that
He got a
something?
back
cross
in
on his
April.
neck.
Irving's
Yo.
body was discovered on April 17th, 4 days after he is believed to have drowned. Irving had reportedly gone to the lake with Roper and a juvenile suspect to swim and go fishing. Days after his body was recovered, Irving's family held this news conference demanding answers.
What do we want?
Look at this.
Justice for Daniel Irving.
That's crazy.
When do we want it?
Right
Now.
goddamn now.
Irving's family said then that they wanted a full and transparent investigation. On July 9th, Roper was arrested by Dallas police on one count of tampering with physical evidence. According to an arrest
They
warrant
always gonna
affidavit,
try to cover
Roper
their
was
tracks,
interviewed
child.
by detectives
They learn that
after
from their parents.
Irving's body was found. Roper told police after the three of them had jumped into the lake from the railroad track bridge, Irving drowned and Roper panicked. Instead of calling 911, the affidavit states Roper told investigators he deleted all communication with Daniel Irving from his cell phone.
Yo,
Well,
look
ain't
at
that a
this shit.
coincidence?
Roper confirmed he was
Hold up now.
Yeah, hold the fuck on up.
Listen. If there was an accident, which I don't
I
believe,
really do. I just don't.
because the other two boys could have wanted to jump, and Roper could have said
Daniel.
no, and he
Daniel
could have got
coulda
pushed
said
off that
no.
goddamn bridge. You see how that other girl got pushed off that goddamn bridge? That
The
one
girl that got pushed off
that
the
got
bridge
pushed
was
off the
white,
bridge
but
and into the
still,
water.
you know, that was crazy.
You know what I'm saying? It had a hard fall into the something happened, was rocks down there. Something I remember is this was a while ago.
And her friends pushed
Now-
her. Well, so-called friends.
That could have definitely happened. Because why the fuck would you go and delete messages or whatever
Unless you
that
covering
could
up a crime.
explain the kind of relationship that you guys really had? Stop letting these motherfuckers lure y'all places thinking that you're
Y'all
friends,
friends and you're
or
not.
they want to make
They
friends, or
haters
they
and
want
they
to make
wanna get rid of
amends, or
you.
they want to do it. Look at my battery's low. You know, stop allowing things like this to happen, because it's like
They are luring you to your death. Is like, okay,
this is the result. This is the end result.
over and over again. Child, wake the fuck
It's
up.
happening far too much. Y'all
Far
gotta
too
wake
much.
up and pay
Okay,
attention
it has to
this
stop.
shit.
Actually,
You know, this is not a figment of anyone's imagination.
damn sure
and this
ain't.
is not a thing where it's just,
a reoccurring nightmare.
oh my God. Let me read
Crazy.
this thing here. It says, Roper confirmed he was aware that there would be an investigation into Daniel Irving's death. Why were you aware of that? What
Self-awareness is
transpired
everything.
to
He
make
knew,
you think
child.
that there would be, you know, well, obviously, you know, he dies and he's around. He was with a group of white boys, somewhere by a body of damn water. Of course, they're gonna investigate. Of course, his parents, because he had people that love him. Look at his people, praying people. Boy, he had a
Yes,
cross on his
yes,
neck.
indeed.
You don't think this is spiritual warfare?
It's exactly what it is.
Daniel Irving's death. Okay, he knew it would be an investigation into Daniel Irving's death, and he did not want to get into trouble. Why would you get into trouble as per an investigation into his death unless your fucking evil ass pushed him into that water?
Both of them pushed them in.
Why? Why would
Allegedly.
you think that? Why would you be deleting these messages? Why? Why
What
would
do you have to
those
hide?
goddamn white boys take Nolan Wells' phone, keep and delete all of his shit off of his phone?
Because you
Why?
had something to
Why would
hide.
y'all lie and say that he stayed on the island when he came back and went to a party, which
A
to
damn pool party in
with
another
y'all,
body of water.
surrounded by y'all motherfuckers. Are y'all
And surrounded
serious
by
with this
water.
shit? Ain't no way in hell. Oh my God. Let's listen.
Aware that there would be an investigation into Daniel Irving's death, and he did not want to get into trouble, and states
I
Roper
bet the
threw
fuck he
Daniel
didn't.
Irving's clothes in the tree line as they fled the location. The juvenile suspect also told investigators he admitted he threw Daniel Irving's cell phone from the vehicle after suspect Roper told him to.
Or they
We,
gonna
the
stick
family,
together and
are
get their
deeply
story straight.
inclined these individuals intended on no one looking for Daniel, fighting for Daniel,
And getting
advocating
justice for Daniel.
Right?
Irving's siblings said his young life was full of promise.
He had just begun his recruitment to the U.S. Army. He was trained with discipline. He carried himself with a purpose. He believed in building a life of service.
This has been tough on our family. Daniel was our protector.
Look
and
at
I have
him.
nothing but good things to say about him. He was a good kid, and he just didn't deserve that.
He sure didn't.
Roper was booked into the Dallas County Jail. I can tell you that his bond has been set at $10,000.
That's
Now,
it?
we don't know the status of the juvenile
That's
suspect
all?
because he is
$10,000?
a
What the
minor.
hell?
Dallas police are not releasing any additional information. Reporting at Dallas Police Headquarters, Alex Boyer.
Yeah, whatever. But you see what I'm saying, though? You see what I'm saying, though? Our young black boys are being sent a message. Their surrounding family members, you are being sent a message. This message could be directly from God. Separate yourselves, come from amongst them. Because
they
when
hate us.
things like this happen, you got to open your eyes. And even though you may have ideals in your head and say, you know, well, I want to just get along with everybody. Yes, we are naturally inclined to be so. Black people are so loving, so generous, so kind. Okay? So open to just accepting people for who they are. you know, and, you know, being welcoming and inviting. But we need to close some of them doors. This is the message
them
I
quick.
believe God is giving to us. We need to come from amongst them, because it's beginning to get dangerous not to listen to the word of God and the will of God. You understand what I'm saying?
We have
That's
to
just
protect
what
our
it
youth.
is.
We have to protect
Everyone else
ourselves.
is off clicked up with they stick to their own kind. They stick to their own people. They hold each other down. They hold each other. They watch each other's backs, and we need to do so more. We need to really do that. We need to stand together. You need to look around and you see a sister walking by. You see a brother walking by. Something don't look suspicious. Just all you got to do is stand in the vicinity and watch them, and ask, "Are you okay? You know, anything look? You sure? You need me to walk you somewhere? You okay?" We need to stick by each other more.
Be aware of
Okay,
each other, and
we need to stop
acknowledge
sitting there
that.
and being so, you know, I'm taking care of me and mine. We are all yours, and you all belong to us. When we lose one black boy, we say our son.
When we lose a black
You know what I'm
daughter,
saying? We
that's
say
our girl.
look what's happened to our boys. What's happened to our girls? Look what's happened to our community. We have to stand in that greatness. We have to stand in that presence. We have to stand by each other. When you got the world against you, why the fuck would you be against each other? You understand what I'm saying? This has to stop happening.
The
And that's
ignorance
gonna
has to
stop when
stop
we all
too.
put our foot down. And we all open our eyes and say, you know what? This is unacceptable. You know, for this to happen to our children. It is our children. It is our community. Okay? Good, bad, ugly, indifferent. This is our community. We want it protected. We want it safe. In order to make it safe, we have to do something now. Okay? Thank you for watching my video. Share this, please. Like, comment, you know, share your feelings and emotions about what's going on, because it is something that
Is emotionally
has
affecting
stirred up
and impacting us all.
so much emotion in us. And at the same time as this has to have our attention, you know, this is drawing up a lot of emotions, and people want our energy in everything that we do. What are they doing? Why they're not saying anything? Why are they not out there marching? Why they're not doing this? And all eyes have always been all on us. There are energy vampires out there. That's why there's spiritual warfare, so they can siphon our energy. They want our pain, our tears. They want our hurt. They've always wanted that. I say don't give it to them, but we also got to move smarter. You understand what I'm saying to you? Okay, this is the direct call to action to black men. Stop talking shit about black women online, because that makes us vulnerable for them to think that, oh, they don't care about them. Nobody cares about them. If one of them, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 of them go missing, nobody's gonna do anything. We are gonna start doing something. They're hunting. We gotta hunt back, or arm ourselves. Something. Okay, this is a call to action. Stop out here being openly out against each other and allowing people to sit in your presence and talk shit about black women, talk shit about black men. Oh no, we're not doing that. These are our people from our community. What the fuck are you saying? You gonna watch your mouth on that? Yeah, I don't care. We could say what we want, but you gonna watch your mouth on that. Take a stand on something. You stand for something, or you fall for every fucking thing that they throw your way. Okay, so wake up. This is a call to action. All right, bye.